you're watching Your Park Offers. And today we're riding
the Matterhorn!
As you ride in your bobsled up this hill in the complete darkness, you see these iced panels on each side, and you hear the huffing and puffing and growling of the Yeti on either side, and then you see his eyes and his claws, and it is completely petrifying.
So you come around the corner, and there's a crash scene where the abominable snowman has found his first victim.
Aw, I thought he was just lonely and needed some friends.
No, he ate him. They're dead.
While we're in line for the ride, the Matterhorn opened in 1959 as part of the first expansion in the Disneyland park since it opened in 1955.
When this ride opened, it also opened with the submarines and the monorail.
It once was a big pile of dirt where they excavated all the dirt where they made Sleeping Beauty's castle, where they didn't know what to do with it because it would be too expensive to remove from the park. But that dirt would sometimes, with the winds, blow all over the place, and so they quickly landscaped it.
When the pile of dirt was landscaped, it became a place where teenagers would kind of go to get alone, if you know what I mean. But what it was mostly used for was pathways were added with railings so people could go up to the top and see the view of all of Disneyland, and it was absolutely beautiful.
People would go up to the top, they could see the rest of the park, and it was really neat. And the Skyway would actually go over the top. Then Walt said, let's put snow on it, and he renamed it Snow Hill, added some toboggans, and that's what it was for a little bit until he went and saw the Matterhorn.
Walt Disney was inspired by the film Third Man on the Mountain while they were filming in the Swiss Alps.
During the making of the film, it is said that he sent a postcard home of the Matterhorn mountain that just said, "Build this, Walt." And the Imagineers did.
Now, are you ready for some fun facts about Disneyland's Matterhorn?
The attraction was built exactly 1/100th to scale of the original.
For Disneyland, this was their first roller coaster style attraction. And for the world, it was the first coaster with tubular steel. So they were able to have multiple cars on the track at the same time because of their braking system. This ride was made by Aero Development, who later became Aerodynamics, one of the leaders of making roller coasters, but this was their first.
The Matterhorn took 800 gallons of white paint to cover it all in snow. In the early 1970s, the ride was moved on the map from Tomorrowland to Fantasyland.
Wow, they moved an entire mountain?
Just on the map.
You know what this ride's missing? Its own theme song.
On the count of 3, even louder this time. Let's hear that yodel. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Wunderbar! Very good bobsled riders. Give yourselves a round of applause and enjoy your trip down the icy slope.
So where I'm standing right now is between Fantasyland and Tomorrowland. There used to be a Skyway that went all the way from one to the other that went right through the Matterhorn. The legend is that they took it out because someone jumped from the Skyway tram to their death. But it's not true. Someone did jump, but they landed in the trees, got all hurt, scuffed up, sued Disneyland, and lost. Because if you jump out of a Skyway tram, that's on you. The real reason was inside the Matterhorn there was damage to the actual pole holding up the Skyway. And to fix it, they would have to take down the Matterhorn, fix it, put the Matterhorn back up. And sometimes it's just easier to take out a ride, which happens to coincide with the opening of Indiana Jones. So they could take all the workers from the tram ride and use them over there. So after they took out the Skyway, they closed up all the holes, they made little caverns for the bobsleds to go through, and they added the abominable snowman.
Did you know there's a Yeti inside named Harold?
The Old Herald now lives in the Guardians of the Galaxy ride in Tanalier Tavan's collection.
In 1994, the Imagineers staged a scene with a wrecked Skyway bucket and an abandoned crate labeled Wells Expedition.
A tribute to Frank Wells, the president of Disney Company and an avid climber who died earlier that year. In 2012, the ride had a 6-month refurbishment. It reopened with new paint that was more like the original, that made it look like it had snow-capped peaks. They even included glass beads in the paint to make it look like it was shimmering at night.
Just closing up the Matterhorn for the day. Make sure you like, share, follow, and turn on those notifications. See you next week.
Hey, thanks for watching Your Park Hoppers.
Yeah.